He was on some medication, and then when
Okay.
no,
They had him on cocaine.
no,
I want the old Demond Sargent rule. If I test positive, I'm going to use his rule. This isn't a cry fest.
Other way,
Hey, ma'am.
Other way, ma'am.
Ma'am, your outburst just made you in contempt of court.
What you just watched, that's the sound of a judge losing his patience. But how does a routine bond hearing turn into a cry fest and a threat of 6 months in jail? Something isn't adding up here. This is a high-stakes battle for a defendant already facing 30 years in prison. His attorney claims a positive cocaine test was just an interaction with jail medication. But the timeline doesn't fit. He'd been out of jail for weeks, so where did the drugs actually come from? While he presents a clean hair follicle test, the court's official patch says otherwise. Is this a lab error or a desperate lie to stay out of a cell? If you want to see how courtroom psychology works and how judges spot a lie from a mile away, hit subscribe for more real-life legal breakdowns. Let's see how this unfolded from day one.
Demond Sargent Jr. is first. It's going to be beautiful. We got two cases. And T-shirt, that's what you got. That's what you've got, a T-shirt. You're looking at a total of 30 years in prison. Right? And you think your life's future, you know, like that's your best foot forward, a T-shirt. Look around everybody else. Look around. You see ties. The guys have ties on it because it's a place of importance, respect, the Constitution, important things. They may not be important to you, but they're important to most people, and they're supposed to be important for everybody. Maybe that's why you're here. The rules aren't important, but you're going to be held accountable because people do think they're important. It's the way we live together peacefully so we can all enjoy the blessings of liberty. All right. What is the issue today?
Pat, you just pulled the second piece of paper you have in there, just the highlighted area.
All right. Did you get a copy of this?
I did yours, and I have it in front of me.
All right. Well, it looks like last month a drug patch was collected and showed positive for cocaine as a result of the testing. Okay. Anybody want to say anything?
Yes, Your Honor. So my client just recently was released on bond, and while he's in the
When?
I don't remember the exact date.
Let's find the date. Okay. Whatever that is. Anybody know?
I'll look up this.
But while he was in
Let's find the date
yes, sir.
so we can go off some things that are certain.
It was a recent bond. All that show was from 2024.
No,
It was released February 27th to 26th.
a little over a month.
Okay, I see it now.
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
Thank you. So while he was incarcerated, Your Honor, he was on some medication, and then when
Okay. They had him on cocaine?
no,
Okay.
but it wasn't a medication for mental health. And when he was released, that he didn't realize it was showing up on his drug patch until I notified him. When I was notified,
What
by
was
the court,
showing? The
that
cocaine?
anything was showing up in his system.
Well, I mean, how's that supposed to be until he's something is collected and then tested and analyzed and then reports back to us.
Understood.
But
But since then, Your Honor, his drug patch numbers have gone down. The last drug patch showed clean. And immediately when I notified him of the drug patch results, he went and on his own and had a UA and a hair follicle, which he does have with him today, that both showed he was clean. So he did do the best he could to show.
what was the
you.
date of that?
I'm blind, Your Honor. Give me a
That's
second.
okay.
Which one is the hair?
That's the.
Here's the hair follicle right here. It was collected on April 17th, and the report was issued on April 24th of 2026. Would you like to see it?
No, your word's good enough for me. But on this collection on March 13th, he had been released from jail.
He had. The same week, he did go take a drug test for employment and passed with flying colors,
This one, see.
which is also one of the documents in here. I think so too.
Um,
This would be the drug test he took for employment during the time of the patch.
And he had been released from jail when?
February 26th or 27th
27th, February 27th.
of 26.
Okay. So how do you explain the positive in March?
He believes it had to do with something that was in the medication he was taking at the jail. There is a log of the medication as well.
That's what he believes
That's
from
what he
his
believes.
medical experience
Yeah,
and
Your Honor.
medical training.
Yes, Your Honor.
Anything from the state?
No, I don't know what medications he's taking and hadn't had a chance to even look and see if anything like that has any false positives.
Here's a list. I don't know if any of that rings a bell for you right away, but that's what he was issued in the jail.
I don't know anything that does test positive as cocaine metabolites, but sure I'll just continue.
Here's the problem with all of this is that nobody's given me anything about what he's supposed to be taking, but what he is taking and why. But the fact of the matter is that he tests positive for cocaine. So far, what I've heard, all I've done is open a door for everyone
Mhm.
to come out of jail and test positive and say, I want the old Demond Sargent rule. I may or may not have been given medication. But the point is if I test positive, I'm going to use his rule and presume that it had to be something that the jail gave me, which I don't know and I can't answer to because I don't know what they gave me.
Well, he
The
did.
problem is that it tests positive. He's going to be held accountable. I can always, he's going to be held accountable. His bond is going to get revoked on this. It's just the way it is. If you want to get some more information, I'll open this door up for another hearing from experts, anybody you want from the jail to revisit this. But unless something else happens, this is the way I'm going to rule. I'm not going to presume that the jail is giving them cocaine so that they can test positive a few weeks afterwards and then claim it's the jail's fault, not mine. Please.
Let's say ibuprofen until I can't get keys. I looked it all up.
Apparently,
What's his bonds in each case, please?
Judge, on the assault is $110,000, and on the harassment, it's $40,000.
Okay. You test positive for a controlled substance, cocaine. That's a second-degree felony.
My hair fall.
And your bonds are doubled.
his hair follicle did come back clean.
Let's see, 90 days.
When?
Just April.
A month later, ma'am. Not when this test was taken a month before.
He did have some employment tests that came back clean the week it was taken. The patch was taken.
I trust these people. That's who we use. People who are, I can hear something, please leave the room. When you disturb this court, leave the room. Kendall. I'm gonna have, yeah. We're doing business here. This isn't a cry fest.
Other way.
Hey, ma'am.
Other way, ma'am.
Ma'am, your outburst just made you in contempt of court, ma'am. You can be placed in jail for up to 6 months. Would you please just be polite? Thank you. That's all we ask of people. Be polite. We're taking care of serious business up here. People don't like what happens, and so they make an outburst. You can everybody know that's the rule. You can be held in contempt of court if you make an outburst and disrupt the proceedings. Please don't do that. I don't want to put people in jail unless
He knows
they're
they're
necessary. I made my ruling, so you had cocaine in your system. It's a scientific test, and the court does not believe the explanations y'all have given. So I'm presuming the test is correct. Your bonds are revoked. You're in jail, and you must have a drug patch if you post your bond. Period. End of ball game. What's next? We said this for trial or what?
Yes, Your Honor.
Is that what we want to do on these?
Well, I haven't had a chance to speak with counsel today on that.
Yeah, how about an announcement in what, 2 or 3 weeks?
That would be appropriate. for you.
Because maybe something could get disposed of to move him along, get him back on his feet.
He is
you know.
working or was.
Well, of course, he'd have to, because of this, I mean, we'd have to test him to make sure that he's negative. If something is fashioned to where he would be released.
Yes.
But he's got to pass our drug test
Yes.
to get released. What is his criminal history?
He has no history.
You have no criminal
Well,
history,
Something.
sir?
Just a minute.
No, I'm talking about felonies.
No felony.
Hasn't.
I've said this for 2 weeks, sooner. I'm always open for business to try to work this out, especially because he doesn't have a criminal history.
Thank you, Judge.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yes, ma'am.
Let's see.
The gavel fell. The judge revoked the bond and sent the defendant straight back to jail. But here's the question. Do you trust the official court patch or the defendant's independent hair follicle test? Comment below, team science or team skepticism? Was the judge too quick to dismiss the medication defense? If this courtroom clash got you thinking, hit like. Share this with anyone who loves a high-stakes legal battle.